Back to our breaking news in Portage County as the body of a missing Cuyahoga Falls mother has been found.
Police confirming her identity moments ago, nearly 1 week now, Tiffany, after the 33-year-old went missing. Our Kelly Kennedy live now with breaking information. Good evening, Kelly.
Good evening, Tiffany and Brian. This story has had so many twists and turns in just the past couple of hours. Now, about 30 minutes ago, as you mentioned, Cuyahoga Falls police did confirm that the body they found here at the Freedom Trail here in Kent in this wooded area does belong to that missing mother of 3. Police also confirming that they believe the person who murdered her was this woman's own husband. His name is James Ramal. He's 33 years old. Take a look here. We have a photo of him. Cuyahoga Falls police have issued several arrest warrants for Ramal. He's wanted for murder, strangulation, and several other charges. Now, police discovered the body of 33-year-old Sandra Pauldell Ramal in the woods off Middlebury Road near the Freedom Trail at around 11 o'clock this morning. The Cuyahoga Falls mother of 3 has been missing now for nearly a week. Her husband originally told police when he woke up she was gone. She also left her phone, her ID, and her car behind. Now, police tell us Ramal is currently hospitalized and he is not a risk to public safety. Some family members did tell 19 News earlier this week that the husband checked himself into the hospital because he was so distressed over his wife's disappearance. Now, we're going to keep working to get the latest information on this case from detectives. We'll bring you an update as soon as more information is available. For now, reporting live in Kent, Kelly Kennedy, 19 News.
Okay, Kelly, thank you for that information this evening.